The Voodoo Bizango has won numerous MBR awards in the past because it's a great riding bike at a great price. But things don't stand still, and this year there's been a couple of changes to the frame. Voodoo is now using a different type of aluminium, which is slightly softer and more resilient. It's also increased the standover clearance and has finally introduced a 16-inch frame size, making the Bizango accessible for smaller riders. All the other test bikes in the £750 category come with 100mm travel suspension forks, but the Bizango comes with a 120mm fork. In rough terrain, this extra travel means greater control and a more comfortable ride. With its 15mm through axle and 32mm stanchions, the Suntour Radian is also the stiffest fork on test, and the air spring means it's easily adjustable to different rider weights. In terms of specification, the Bizango is £100 less than any other bike, so there are a couple of compromises. The bar is too narrow, the Suntour chainset is not very stiff, gear changes are sluggish, and the wheels are a bit heavy. But these are minor criticisms, because the Bizango was the only bike we could swing a leg over and start shredding straight away. The shape and geometry are totally dialed, and when you combine this with a fork that's stiff, stable and supportive, you have a level of control that streets ahead of any other bike in this test. The heavy wheels make the Voodoo a little pedestrian on the climbs, but the Maxxis Ardent tyres offer a ton of grip in all but the wettest conditions. We have to admit, there are bikes with better made frames, better component specs, lighter wheels and suspension forks with better damping for £750. But the Bizango is our test winner because it's the only one that feels like a proper trail bike. Why is that? Well, it's not luck and there's no black magic. Voodoo has simply got the basics right. The Bizango rides the best and is great value, and is our hardtail of the year in the £750 category.